in a place, not here, not there, but everywhere, in a time long, long ago, a great threat came to the land. It was a threat like no one had ever known before. The people were understandably scared. They feared the threat would threaten the way they lived their lives. But one wise man knew exactly what to do. He gathered some offerings and he went to the woods. He lit a big fire and he chanted some words at the top of his voice. And so it came to be. The great threat went away. Now the wise man went to the market square to tell his story about how disaster had been diverted. Thousands of people flocked to hear him speak. And so it was by word of mouth his story had been told. Now many years went by till in the end another threat, far greater than the one before, came to the land. The people were again afraid. But there was one old man who had been in that market square all the years before. He remembered what the wise man had said. So he gathered some things and he went to the woods and he lit a fire. He couldn't remember what he was supposed to say, but he did what he could. And so it came to be. The great threat went away. He too went to the market square to tell his story about how disaster had been diverted. Hundreds of people came to listen. And so it was by word of mouth his story had been told. Now many years went by where life was easy and stories were easily forgot. Till in the end, another great threat did come to the land. But there was one woman who remembered the stories she'd been told from the past, and she knew she should take some stuff to the woods, but she didn't know what to do and she didn't know what to say. But she did try her best. And so it came to be. The great threat went away. She thought she should go to the market square to tell her story. A few people came to listen, but so it was by word of mouth her story had been told. Now many, many, many years went by. But in the end, the greatest of all threats came to the land. The people were very afraid. They locked themselves in their houses and didn't know what to do. There was one man who looked out his window to the world outside, and he had a feeling in the pit of his stomach that something should be done, but he didn't know what. And so it came to be, I'm afraid to say, the great threat did come to the land. The people hadn't known where to go or what to do. The people hadn't known what to say. You see, the stories had all withered and died on the tongues of all those who had gone before. We must keep the stories alive, so the voices of our ancestors can travel through the winds of time. And so it is by word of mouth. My story has been told.